All right. We're going to read chapter 6 of A Course in Miracles, section 3, and it's called The Relinquishment of Attack. And this chapter 6, is called The Lessons of Love. And this is actually a short section. My name is Alawa, and I've been reading the entire course. This is chapter 6, and we're going to go through the whole text. And we'll go through the workbook, and we'll go through the manual for teachers. And I hope that it is helpful to you. I actually did a song that is on Spotify. I believe it's called Teach Only Love. And it also is titled Only Love is Real. And I actually included a section of this passage in the beginning of that song. If you listen to it, it's on my Spotify, which is, the artist name is Alawa. But anyway, here we go. The Relinquishment of Attack. This is section 3 of chapter 6. As we have already emphasized, every idea begins in the mind of the thinker. Therefore, what extends from the mind is still in it, and from what it extends, it knows itself. The word, quote, knows, unquote, is correct here because the Holy Spirit still holds knowledge safe in your mind through his impartial perception. By attacking nothing, he presents no barrier to the communication of God. Therefore, being is never threatened. Your godlike mind can never be defiled. The ego never was and never will be part of it, but through the ego, you can hear and teach and learn what is not true. You have taught yourself to believe that you are not what you are. You cannot teach what you have not learned, and what you teach, you strengthen in yourself because you are sharing it. Every lesson you teach, you are learning. That is why you must teach only one lesson. If you are to be conflict-free yourself, you must learn only from the Holy Spirit and teach only by him. You are only love, but when you deny this, you make what you are something you must learn to remember. I said before that the message of the crucifixion was, quote, teach only love, for that is what you are, unquote. This is the one lesson that is perfectly unified because it is the only lesson that is one. Only by teaching it can you learn it. As you teach, so you will learn. If that is true, and it is true indeed, do not forget that what you teach is teaching you. And what you project or extend, you believe. The only safety lies in extending the Holy Spirit, because as you see his gentleness in others, your own mind perceives itself as totally harmless. Once it can accept this fully, it sees no need to protect itself. The protection of God then dawns upon it, assuring it that it is perfectly safe forever. The perfectly safe are wholly benign. They bless because they know that they are blessed. Without anxiety, the mind is wholly kind, and because it extends beneficence, it is beneficent. Safety is the complete relinquishment of attack. No compromise is possible in this. Teach attack in any form, and you have learned it, and it will hurt you. Yet this learning is not immortal, and you can unlearn it by not teaching it. Since you cannot not teach, your salvation lies in teaching the exact opposite of everything the ego believes. This is how you will learn the truth that will set you free and will keep you free as others learn it of you. The only way to have peace is to teach peace. By teaching peace, you must learn it yourself because you cannot teach what you still dissociate. Only thus can you win back the knowledge that you threw away. An idea that you share, you must have. It awakens in your mind through the conviction of teaching it. Everything you teach, you are learning. Teach only love and learn that love is yours and you are love. Let's read that last sentence again. Teach only love and learn that love is yours and you are love. Okay, short and sweet. It's one of the shorter sections of the course, at least of the text. So, teach only love, for that is what you are. As soon as you teach something else, as soon as you teach attack in any form, that is how you will perceive yourself, as someone that can be attacked, and as someone that is not at peace, and feels separated from others and not part of the whole. So the only way that you can know the peace of God and know the safety, as Jesus says here, the safety and the benign nature of this is to teach only love. Now, I have noticed that, and another thing I will say before I say that, very important point here is that he says, you are only love. But when you deny this, you make what you are something you must learn to remember. So as soon as you deny that you are love, and love does not need anything, and love is only kind, is only at peace, and only in joy, and sees everyone as a brother and a sister and an equal. When you live in that, and because you live in that, you teach that, and others learn it from you. You learn actually the truth of it. You learn what Jesus is saying is true. As you learn that it is true, you live in it more and more, because you realize it's true, and you'll also notice that if you slip, and if you depart from this, you'll see how that feels. And I was about to say earlier that I've noticed that how true it is. Just you slip just a little bit, or you give energy, whether in your thoughts or in your speech or your actions, to something which is not in alignment with this truth, you will notice that that does not feel good, and you will notice that is taking you away, taking you into ego land once again, and that is not what you want. At least that's how I feel about it. Everyone is on their own journey. That's my perception, my experience. But I think that's also what Jesus is getting at here, which is that if you're really on this path and you really want the peace of God, you will start to see that it does not feel good when you get into judgment and attack with others, and it doesn't work. And even if you think you're right, even if you think what you're saying is true, it's not true, because you can feel the effects. So you may feel justified in what you're saying, or what you're doing, or what you're thinking, but the reality is if you really look at it, you're making yourself sick and crazy. Once again. So teach only love, because that is what you are. Teach only love, and learn that love is yours and that you are love. That says it all right there. Teach only love, and learn that love is yours and you are love. No compromise. There's no compromise. It's either this or that. What do you want? You cannot have both. And that's, that is difficult. It's difficult, because we do want to have both. I will say that on one level, you can have your cake and eat it too, and that is you can, by learning what Jesus is saying and practicing it and bringing it into all of your thoughts, words, and deeds, you will have spiritual fulfillment, but also you can have worldly fulfillment as well. Doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy the world. In fact, you enjoy it more because you'll be at peace and you'll be in harmony with others. Isn't that what you want? And I say that to myself, as much as I say it to anyone else. Isn't that what you really want? So thanks for listening, and we'll come back, do this again soon. All right. Bye.